Hey guys, it's Faith and Fame with me, AV. It's no Kodak Moment for Kodak Black, who spoke out of term, out of season, and never the word you can think of to Lauren London in wake of the murder of Nipsey Hussle, her husband. And I thought about James chapter 1, verses 19, which tells us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And when we are quick to hear and slow to speak, it means both having humility and respect for others. James chapter 1 verse 19 tells us, number one, to be slow to speak is that we let the other person express themselves, especially when they're going through a difficult time of pain, frustration, and separation of a loved one, without interjecting ourselves. We don't interrupt them in how they're healing with our thoughts. We give them time to heal and to finish this process. And meaning for us to be slow to speak means that we don't always have to share our opinion and our thoughts, and we can wait until the other person has had plenty of time not only to deal with what they're going through, but to share their thoughts as well without us interjecting how we feel. To be slow to speak also means that we've got to stay humble. An humble person doesn't think that he or she knows everything, or they don't even think that their issues are perfectly fine. They understand that they can learn from every single situation by just simply holding their peace. And then finally, when we respond, we got to make sure that we're responding with gentleness and not out of anger. You got to make sure that your words are seasoned with love and encouragement and building people up, instead of just speaking out of turn of your own lust or your own particular desire. And you got to learn how to trust God's time. And so when you learn to listen and to hear, you can hear where the other person is in that particular season. But when you trust God's timing and God's prompting to give you a word to say, it's going to bring healing and deliverance or even correction for the person. So you got to learn how to trust God's time. And so if you're listening not only to the person, but if you're listening to God, you're going to be slow to speak and slow to anger and get mad when everybody doesn't agree with what you said. And that'll be a Kodak moment that'll bless your life. It's Faith and Fame with me, AV. Be blessed.